I believe my speed is in good shape again, so hopefully there's no lagging this time. Okay, I've got MT5 back. All right. Okay. Things seem to be operating quicker again. Just gonna try another trade and just see if I'm lagging at all. Okay, I'm gonna try and place a buy in here. And the lag is definitely seems to be gone. So that's good to know that just rebooting everything, hopefully, if it ever happens again, I can just do a reboot, but I'll just take each situation as they come. But for now, it seems like everything is back on track. Okay, I'm gonna buy this dip. Now I gotta see if I can get my internet seen. Check all my scenes here. Okay, I just need to figure out how to get my internet scene back on, but I can just do that later. I don't need to do that now. All right. So while we were gone, the market did take some profit, and it took some profit on both sides too. So I'm going to just pull up the history here, trade history, and zoom in. So took some buys here that landed, and then I took a short here that also took profit here, and then we got some more buys up here and another short that took profit, and now I've just got some buys back on. So it's been a really productive 15-20 minutes. of profit taking. I'm going to just take off that trade history for now. Just missed one little buy opportunity, so I'm going to have to wait for it to drop down again before I buy. Okay, we'll get one buy on here. We'll get another 4 on if it comes back down to the bottom. These lows. There's one here. Just going to slowly fade into them. Oh, took profit immediately on one of those. If we can get a bigger up leg, I'll also short it. This depends on how this goes here. I want to see how these 1 minute bars close. Took more profit. And we've got a really strong bull candle coming in here. So if that can close, that's a fully engulfing candle. So I'll wait. I'm actually going to buy back into that little pullback. Because it's an engulfing candle, there's a good chance we'll run up from here. So I'm just adding into my position just a little bit. Just a little finesse move here. We'll see if that pays off or that costs me. But a good signal for an up leg, so we'll take that. There's profit right away. That was a good little move. And I'm going to wait for 1 or 2 bars. If we get more up leg, we'll short it again. But for now, let's just let this 1 minute signal play out. I'm going to buy right in here one more time, and then if it drops again, I'll buy. I want to try and get 4, 5 trades in the lows again if it drops down. if I can get one little up push, I will take off some of the upper trades to reduce the risk. Just took a little profit again on that trade. So just wait for it to pull back. I needed to go and hit that layer completely and then I'll take off some risk. Or wait for it to drop back down. So just one or the other. Okay, I'm gonna just buy this little dip. See if we can get it to drop again. I'll buy it again. Okay, I'm gonna buy that dip. And if it pushes down, I'm gonna buy and a buy. 3, 4. And then just hold. Whoa, that's a big extension. I'm gonna buy that. And then I gotta just hold there for a sec. In case it shoots down further. Just zooming out here to have a look at what's going on in the longer time frame. Still got space, but it was on the 1 minute chart, it felt like a bigger run than it was. I thought I was getting close to my stop losses, but not quite yet. And would have been nice if I could have got a little bit more risk off of that before that dropped, but it might have been a whip saw to the downside. We'll see here. It's trying to make its way back up above these lows, so we'll see if it closes below or if it closes back above. And taking some profit. So I'm going to get rid of one of those upper trades to take some risk off. And so now we go over to the history. I took a $7 loss, but I also won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 trades. And then a $7 loss. So $14 and then a $7 loss. And so if it drops down again, I will do that again right up here. And now we have this little area of consolidation right in this zone here. It's kind of a deciding spot as to whether it wants to break that trend line and head further down, or whether we're gonna respect that trend line and bounce back up. At this point, I would like a bounce back up, but we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna hold. I'm not gonna add here. It's trying to break down again. We're getting really close to that 1.195, which should be a good area for a bounce. So I'm going to just zoom out a little and mark that level on the chart, because those halfway points usually provide some support. So there's 195 right there. So that would be a good spot for the market to bounce. If it shoots down lower, I'm saying. And so I'll pick up some trades right on that level. Trying to make its way down again. Okay, it's almost on that level. If it drops a little bit more, I'll start buying it. Well, it didn't really let me get in a full layer in there yet. And it's trying to make a reversal. and just got a reversal on the 1 minute chart. I'll be right back. All right, we're getting a decent reversal coming back in on the 1 minute chart, which is good. That's what I would like. Okay, so the market is trying to stage its reversal. Don't know if we're going to get much of a big one here or not. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 candles there. Just look at the 5 minute chart, and it is, oh, we're right on 9 o'clock, right at the top of the hour. So we'll see how this 5 minute bar closes. Okay, 5 minute bar close, and we've got a body close in favor, but it's got to cross the wick of the previous 5 minute candle to really make the turn. Okay, if it drops down, I'll buy it again. Gonna buy here. Oh, no, that's too soon. Gotta wait for the market to drop a little bit more so I can get my targets in below these highs. And just starting to take a little bit of profit. going to just take off a little bit more risk there, shave a loss off the top. Then if it drops down, I'll buy it again. Start buying here. I'm gonna buy here and buy here. Just slowly scale back in and buy here and then hold. And then I'm gonna wait for that to drop down to the 195 level before adding back in. If I can get a pop back into this stack of trades, then I can lighten up my position again, which is what I want to do. Just get rid of that last trade that's way up there. If I can get rid of that, that will allow me to endure another leg down, which is what I always want to keep doing. Oh, Larry, there's a new version of Alveo. Nice, that's excellent. Are you running it? Are you running it? How is it working? The last version for me just would not load. I haven't traded it in days. Okay, I definitely want to get that new version, but I'm not gonna download it now either, just while I'm running this. Does the internet seem fine on your end now? Is there any chop in it? Okay, the market's just trying to break right now to the upside. I'm going to just zoom in here. I've got this little mini consolidation right in here that's trying to break out of. If we can, I'll get some profits and I'll be able to take off another one of my losses. I'm going to just shimmy one of these a little bit higher up too. Just because if it breaks there, it should continue through to the upside. Okay, so just took some profit. So I'm also going to take off a loss on the top side just to take the risk down. I'm going to just take profit off this one trade because it's just the last one I've got here. And if it does break to the upside, I want to carry it a little bit longer because this could turn into a double bottom pattern. And if it does, I want to capitalize on that move to make back a little bit of the losses that I took from earlier. And if it pops down, we'll get into some more trades, some buys. Okay, market is trying to break up now. If it can hold above this previous high, then the market's free to travel back up. and just so close to holding above this high. That last candle, okay, it's trying to break it now. And then that could form this double bottom. Then if it does form that and continues to the upside, I'll wait for a leg up. Then if it pulls back, I'm going to put this in here. If this leg comes up to here, I'll wait for another pullback, and then I'll try and get into it again from there. And then see if it can continue from that point up to hit some of those targets. So that's my plan. Short the top sides of that as well. Put one short in there. Wasn't quite where I wanted that target, so I'm going to bring that target up. That's where I want the targets above that pivot high. Pops up again, I'll short it again. Put one short in here. And I'm going to scale out of that buy that's been running up. Take profits on that one. And if it can stage a pullback here, then I'll get back into the longs. There's one profit on the short. And I'm going to get out of that one sell right there and then go long again. That was, well, we'll see how that plays out, but I just didn't want to hold on to that short if this pattern that I was thinking would happen, if it shows up, I don't want those shorts anymore. So I just wanted to get rid of that one. It was a small profit, which was good. And I think I might just be a little bit behind on where I started. think I was at 36. But it's always good to just keep shaving off that risk when a market is going against you, at least with the way that I'm trading. I'd rather just take small losses and control rather than hit stop losses. So if it can dip down, I'll get into another buy. Actually gonna take profit off this one. Let's see if we get another leg. It should be able to make it to this high, I think. Shouldn't be too hard for it to do. I'm gonna zoom out here. I'm gonna put a trend line in here to be aware of it. Got this trend line right in here. Apart from that one whip from last night. One more dip and I'll buy it again. Right in here, I'm gonna buy it just once. And then just hold there and then see if it drops all the way back down to these lows. Or if we get a run up. So we wait. And also just took a little bit of profit. I was just trying to go find where I wrote down our starting balance. For some reason, it seems like I lost it in that reboot. But I believe we were at about $35 or $36, like 10,000, 35 or 36. So we're right around where we started. So now I need to just get a leg in favor and we'll be ahead. taking a little bit more profit. So that gets us ahead now. Now, it would have been nice if I'd known it was going to come all the way back up here, but I didn't know that. So I had taken plenty of losses in these lower ranges in case the market kept dropping. I was getting rid of the risk in case the market wanted to keep going against me. So if we can get, so this market just broke up one bar on the 1 minute chart out of this pattern, this little consolidation in here. So could see 2 to 3 bars, and then we'll take profits and then start shorting again. And then I'm just gonna check the news. I forget what time the Canadian news was. Canadian news is at 9:45, so we've got 20 more minutes. Okay, that was the third bar on the break up, and it's not really, it's just kind of holding here. So I expected a bit of a stronger bar, and that didn't happen. So I'll be looking for reasons to just short again, because it seems like we might just consolidate in this area. So I need it to push up, and I can short it, or push down, and I'll buy it again. Just gonna pull up a 5 minute chart to have a look, see where we're at. And it looks like we're in the middle of this channel, so there's a good chance we can see some pullbacks and chop in here on both sides. And I'm also just going to secure that one trade because I don't want that to turn into a loser. Just like that. And we took some profit on another trade setup as another trade as well. Just grabbed another little buy at the bottom of that consolidation, but it's also hovering right over the stop loss on the running trade. So either way, still fine. If it pops down, it'll take some profit on that running trade, and then we'll wait for another spot to buy into it. And as we bump up to these highs, I might just take some profits on those little trades so that it doesn't have to break. Okay, just hit the stop loss on that running buy, which was for profit. So as that drops, I'll buy it again. So I just added one short now to play both sides of this market. I think we're going to see some back and forth in this zone. Oh, as soon as I add it, it runs up. Okay. So I will short it again at the top. And we're taking profit on the buys. The market's just sitting on the take profits of the buys right now. But we're in a good position for it to go either way because I've got shorts on here. So any back and forth would be great. Okay, there's profit on the buy. Okay, more profit on another buy. And if it pops up some more, I'll get ready to short. Gonna short one here. And just took profit on that buy as well. So I'm going to short it here. And I'll put in a heavier layer at the top of this channel. Probably about 4 trades right on that top. And it's breaking past that channel. And we are at the Canadian news now. We should have some volatility in this zone, so I'm gonna just lightly start shorting. We've now had 25 pip run up, so we should see some pullback in here. The market is trying to turn over here, so it'd be nice if it gave us a leg down and hit some profits. Okay, market is still trying to make that turn. Any pop up, I'm going to short it again because this is just a really strong average point for the market to turn because it's run 25 pips and it hasn't had a turn yet. It's just a really good spot for it to turn on average. Okay, starting to make that turn. And a good strong candle close in favor. And starting to take some profit. I will short this up leg again. Gonna short it again. And if it runs up, I'm gonna short it pretty good. Short here, here. And then just hold. and taking profit on the short. I'm going to buy this dip again. I'm going to put in 2 here. Okay, well, I'm going to buy it again. Buy again right here. Again right here. One more right here. Wow, this is a pretty big leg. Okay, I'm gonna buy this here. Well, that leg was way bigger than I expected. I wonder if that's the Canadian news making it move. Yeah, put one more trade in here and then take the take profit off. Uh-oh. Just checking my internet. My MT5 is frozen. Seems like my nuts. What just happened? Just bumping up my take profits just a little bit because the volatility is also picking up. Okay, strong reversal candle on the 1 minute chart. Coming back into some take profits, some targets hit. That was a wild drop. It dropped 23 pips in just a few minutes. So we should see a rebound off of that, at least something. Okay, we've got a little 1 minute bar that has closed up. So technically we have a reversal set up here on the 1 minute chart. There's a little bit of profit. Nice. See if we get any more out of this. I've still got the one running trade from below that I just took the target off of. So I'm going to secure that one so that I don't have to think about it. And that one's secure. I'm going to just add another buy in here. Oh, no, that's too soon. I got to hold off. Going to bump that back down to 2 pips. Buy right there. The market should find its way back into the middle of this range after that big pullback. Just taking a little bit more profit. And I now got to take off one of the top trades for a loss. That's great, Larry. Alveo's back up and running. Does it seem smooth? And hitting some more take profits. And some more. Gonna shave off a little bit more risk. Gonna try and find the top of this and close these if I can get them to just break even. Okay, another strong candle close. One more pop and I'll try and get those ones completely removed. Okay, break even. Break even. And another target hit. Nice. I'm going to secure this up now. Now we've just got a running trade. We made a little bit of money. Awesome. Okay. So because I'm going to come back for the FOMC, I'm going to cut today's trading session here. Bit of a rough go with the connection stuff, but a solid finish, hitting a bunch of take profits and making about $20 in the account during this session. So solid way to finish. I'm going to just take this last profit right here and lock that in.